I'm Ashanae Parker.
And I'm Imani Romney, and we're at Agua 301. So I have a question for you, Mr. Briggs. How do you feel that yourself is incorporated in this restaurant, from meaning the food or the culture or what's ever going on?
I would say that the way that, first off, the concept was because of actually my family and my kids. My kids love Mexican food. And so when we were thinking of what next concept we wanted to do, they played a big part in that decision-making process by just what they love to eat. So that's how I would say that I'm incorporated into that.
How does Agua 301 interact with its community?
With all our restaurants that we've owned, we've always felt that, first of all, building a community environment, being part of the community would actually build our business. But even more so, we live on Capitol Hill. Our kids went to Capitol Hill elementary schools, and the public schools are in the public school system. So it's been important to us to be involved in all the different schools in the area, as well as a lot of the nonprofits. It also we feel like that's part of what we all should be doing, is kind of giving back when we can.
Yes, speaking of the community and your kids, what would you say to young entrepreneurs who want to start businesses or even become restaurant owners?
I would first off say it's a hard business, and there's a reason that so many restaurants fail. But like with anything, first off, you've got to learn all aspects of it. You got to stay in school. You got to learn business. If you can go to college or go to community college and start there, and then it's taking your time and learning all the different aspects of the business before you try to undertake it and think that you know everything, because there's a lot to learn in any business.
What was the best moment you had since opening Agua 301?
Wow, that's a good question. I can't say that there's any one thing that pops out, but I would say this, that part of the joy of doing restaurants, unlike other businesses I've been in, is that every day, every time a customer gets up and they're happy and they're thanking you and they're very happy with the service and the food, then you've succeeded in your goal for that table, for those people. And so it's that satisfaction that every day, maybe hundreds of times, you're completing your goal and your task, unlike some other jobs where it might have been a month or a year before that was completed.
Is there anything that we did not cover that you wanted us to know?
Well, I would just say, related to what you said about community involvement, we do every Sunday, we do a Give Back Sunday, where 15% of all our sales go back to charities that are selected. Primarily charities, we try to do charities that are here located on the Hill. We did Shaw, we've done Community of Hope, we're doing Anacostia Riverfront, we've done Living Classrooms, a number of different charities in the area. We're also we do it for elementary schools that are located up here on the Hill. So that's one thing that just along the lines of the giving back to the community, that we always want people to come on down every Sunday and know that 15% of what they're spending is going back to the community.
At Agua 301, look who we ran into, 2017 alumni Symphony Howard.
Hello.
How you doing, Symphony?
I'm doing great.
And so I have a question. What is your role here at Agua 301?
I work here as the hostess, which means I greet the customers, I give them their menus, and I take them to their seats.
Do you like working here?
It's interesting. I get to meet a lot of new people and a lot of our interesting customers every day. So I love it.
I'm Ashanae Parker.
I'm Imani Romney.
And we're signing off for RWN².